in my family and in my community, I play a great role, being a mother, being a partner, being a worker. We do quite a lot of providing support and information and looking after each other.
Being a woman means, in my society, in my culture, that you are there for everybody. You look after everyone else before yourself. Being a mother, a wife, and a worker, like we work outside the house, we work in the house, we look after the family, and in the community, provide for them too.
Women for me are the most important person in the family. So she is half of the community. She raised children, she looked at her house and her husband. And for me, I was always at home. But later, I was dreaming. I had so many dreams to be better and better and better. So my life was a good life.
I grew up in Iraq. I'm from Baghdad. Both my parents, luckily, were very broad-minded, and they were always encouraging us to, study and work and all that. But during that time, coming from a country like Iraq, we do face a lot of challenges. For me, as a woman who was given a little bit of freedom in that country, in a country like Iraq, people gossip. People talk about you. People say you're not a very nice person if you go travel by yourself, for example, if you're 18 or so, if you're, have more freedom to go out and do things. But this is really nothing compared to the political part that the problems in Iraq played.
There was a revolution in 1958, and there was that league, women's league. We did many heavy work with women there in Iraq. When I joined, I know nothing about it, but I have a feeling here I have to work. In our program, the first thing was to open the schools to teach these women how to read and write. I was a leader there in my country. I was responsible for many groups there. They tried to rule Iraq, and they killed so millions and millions of Iraqis, and we were in danger to have been killed because we were not Baathis.
The huge things that happened in our life is when our dad was jailed as a political prisoner. In Iraq, we had quite a few of coups d'etats. We had to leave Iraq, the whole family. And when we left, we had to go to different places. So they have 7 children, but the 7 children are in 5 or 6 countries. So I don't think my mother has seen all of us together since we were maybe for the last 40 years. Coming to Australia, the big change is getting away from the family and being alone here and we don't have that support that we usually have when we have our parents with us. And this comes with other issues. It could be, when we were discussing this, Rina and I, it could come with depression, with anxiety, and to overcome that, again, the good thing is that it's making friends and going out and doing doing things to help ourselves.
I am still happy, but my heart is still in my country. Before we had engineers, doctors, ministers, women, but now
women lost a lot of their rights in the last 10, 20 years. Rights that women like my mom worked very hard to get. Unfortunately, with the situation the way it is, we don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. But there are women still there, like my mother and myself, and quite a number of them who are trying very hard to, overcome these challenges.
Growing up was back home in Fiji, being a very small place. People they look down on you, and especially when being from a big family. We were brothers and sisters of 7, and parents were very poor. And to provide for us was really difficult, but was so blessed that we came from a family that my mom and dad were really different thinking people from the actual society. I married outside of my culture, and that was, a big thing for everybody. And then being the first one in our family, in the history of our family, to get divorced was another thing, a big taboo. When you've got good parents behind you, you look forward to everything in life and everything is going to be good.
Education is the most important thing for women.
And teach yourself to teach ourselves to be strong, to stand up for our rights.
Education and reach for the sky. The sky is the limit. You can do better than anybody else can.